and preparing for battle. Each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. We'll watch the Indiana Pacers in this one as they go up against the Brooklyn Nets. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. And a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. Taking a look at Minnesota, they're a rising team climbing to 5th on the board.
You know, right now for Indiana, they're in the midst of a bad stretch. Now, the good news, guys, plenty of games left for them. It's early still in the season. Maybe, just maybe, they turn it around.
And checking out Brooklyn's opening lineup, the tandem on the perimeter, Thomas and Porter Jr. Then it's Dimon, then it's Nicholas Claxton, and it's Clowney in at the force line. And for the Pacers, Siakam and Jackson playing together in the front court. On the wings, Nesmith and Mathurin. And it's Halliburton in at the point guard position. And the Pacers start out with the ball. And coming into this game, Grant, is it fair to say this feels like it should be a blowout?
Well, on paper, that would be the assumption. But, B.A., this is why we play the games. Anything can happen, and any team can pull off an upset.
And down it goes. 2 points.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Jackson. On the wing, Mathurin takes the three. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
And it's important Mathurin keeps hitting these shots because it'll only help build his confidence.
And here's Porter outside. Rebounded by Halliburton. Indiana's gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Here's Mathurin. Porter pulls it in. First quarter, just over a minute played. Knocks down the triple. Dimon's got 5 points.
A solid read from Porter Jr. When he makes quality passes like this, it helps his team's overall chemistry.
The 2025 playoffs had some incredible comebacks, Clark. Indiana had some all-timers.
Yeah, it was absolutely unreal. The excitement, the drama, the close finishes. I mean, unbelievable. How about these wins for the Pacers? Down by 7 with less than 40 seconds against the Bucks. Got it done. Also trailed by 7 with under a minute versus the Cavs. Won that one. And losing by 9 in the last minute against the Knicks and came through again with a win. And even in the finals, they made some miraculous comeback wins against OKC. Had at least one miraculous comeback win. So an amazing clutch playoff performance by the Indiana Pacers.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Talk about confidence. Halliburton oozing with it. No hesitation off the catch and shoot there.
Outside Porter. Pass to Dimon. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far.
He's been perfect this quarter. They keep feeding him, and he keeps delivering.
Indiana leading by 3. Nesmith on the wing. To the middle. Here's Mathurin, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
And Mathurin is an impressive scorer, skilled at finding ways to convert around the rim.
Here's Dimon, defended by Halliburton. Out left to the wing. Outside Porter. Pass to Dimon. The 3 is up. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Dimon's got 12.
That makes him 5 for 5 so far. Could be a big night in store.
I think they've got to consider throwing a few different looks his way early on, especially if he keeps shooting like this.
So Indiana ends up going with a new group. And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Huff. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Here's Saraf. He's marked by McConnell. Claxton can't get it to go.
Great contest down low. Allowing no easy hoops is a winning approach.
You know, looking at T.J. McConnell's start in the NBA, Is it fair to say his days during the process era of the Sixers helped him, Clark?
I don't think there's any question, but I think PJ came to the game with an edge. I watched him play in high school and couldn't take my eyes off of him because he just made plays, whether it was stealing the ball, pressuring the ball, driving and creating for teammates. I mean, he plays with such confidence and energy and tenacity. He's a valuable player to have in your second unit.
Nets trail by 6. Thomas outside. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Williams from long range. Huff pulls it in. For Indiana, they've gone an impressive 8 of 9. Here's Nembhard from outside the arc. Doesn't go for him. And Williams has got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Minnesota.
It always helps when your opponent turns the ball over that many times. I thought it was the deciding factor overall.
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it for sure, as it is anytime you make a bunch of mistakes. All they had to do was follow their game plan, and that's exactly what they did. Good awareness that time to put the shot right back up before the defense could react.
Here's Murphy. Oh, he drains the 3, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And indeed, they're going to...
The previous play is under review.
Yeah, the replay makes it obvious. I mean, he got that shot off in time. It should be an easy decision for the officials.
Well, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion. I mean, we have a good look at it on the replay. The clock still...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So the replay was conclusive. Call overturned. Grant, that one's going to count.
And B.A., you can argue against replay all you want, but at the end of the day, you want it to be a level playing field. You want the call to be correct.
And so it's Indiana closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. What has them in front right now? By and large, they're taking great shots. More 2K action in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Indiana.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Nets. They've got Saraf. He's out there with Terrence Mann. Sharp out there with Zaire Williams. And it's Wolf in at the 4. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, B.A. Those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Brian?
Thank you, Allie. And the Pacers making a change here. Walker's checked in. Nets trail by 6. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, the Nets trading this summer for Michael Porter Jr., and after playing a complimentary role in Denver with Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray, he now becomes a focal point. He said he's not really a big city guy with all the traffic, but listen, he can expect plenty of crowding every time he touches the ball.
He can heat up in a hurry. Shams, thank you. And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. He's checked in for Walker. Brooklyn making a switch here. All right, now that we have a second, let's take a look at which teams cashed in on the fast break last year. The Pacers in 5th.
You know, it really made for some exciting games the way this team ran the floor, always maintaining impressive energy in transition.
Man, the pass to Porter. Right wing. For 3, Demon. Drops in the 3. Demon's got 15 points.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And the Pacers with possession here. Following the bucket by Brooklyn. Huff, good.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Nets trail by 8. Sharp up top. Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, B.A. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called. They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Back to man. And he dunks it down.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative and make something happen.
A big group substitution here for Indiana. Jackson, he's checked in for Huff. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Toppin. Neesmith, he's checked in for Nembhard. And Tyrese Halliburton subbed in for McConnell. Brooklyn also changing it up. Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Sharp. And it's Thomas in for Mann. And there's a 3-second violation.
And they didn't look to score often off turnovers, finishing in the top 20 in the league in that respective category.
Nets trail by 8.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton.
Pacers foul.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
To the paint. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hand.
And Neesmith gets it to go.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Now here's Porter. A 17-point game for him in the win against Minnesota. Thomas, that's good.
Well, there's no question. Thomas has the green light from out there.
Pacers leading by 4. Siakam outside. Lets the 3 fly. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Demon. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Outside Mathurin from behind the arc. Buries it from 3. Mathurin's got 8 points.
I guess Mathurin took a little exception to seeing that last 3 go down, so he was looking for the payback.
Here's Thomas. Oh, nice D from Neesmith. And it's out of bounds to Indiana.
Checking in for the Pacers, number 1. Obi Toppin.
And so it's Indiana with it. Here's Halliburton. And it's good. But hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay monitor. And hold up.
The previous play is under review.
Feeling that they are going to take a look at this replay.
Yeah, they're going to review that shot to make sure he got it off in time, but I think it's going to count.
Yeah, that's how it looked to me, and that's the call we should see here, but no harm in going back to the footage and making absolutely certain.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And after reviewing the play, it looks like they're overturning the call here. That basket is good.
It would have been a real shame if those points didn't count. I'm so glad the officials were able to take a second look and make the right call.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Hey, 3 points is better than 2. They built this lead by tacking on that extra point at the end of possessions. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
And thank you for joining us, as with 2 quarters in the books, it's looking good for the Indiana Pacers.
3 has been their magic number. They are shooting that thing.
Shooting it for real. Hitting those shots opens up everything for them. They should have a lot of room to operate in the second half.
Next up, let's see who made the honors for our NBA Players of the Week. For the West, Devin Booker.
We all know what Booker is capable of. He can score with the best of them. One of the game's elite shooters, great shot mechanics. The ball looks like it's going in every time, unlike your ugly shot, Kenny. And he can slide over the point guard if you needed to do that.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Nets trail by 9. And Grant, the Nets have shown the capacity to rebuild quickly in the past.
Yeah, playing in a big market helps, but they've pivoted decisively from their Big 3 era and have the picks and flexibility to make moves.
On the wings, Neesmith and Mathurin. Siakam and Jackson playing together in the front court. And it's Halliburton in at the point. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Now here's Halliburton. Yes! Tough points from Tyrese.
A true marksman from behind the arc. Halliburton has that light always on green.
Here's Clowney. Lets it fly. Porter gets the bucket. Porter's got 5 now.
Well, they count on big-time production from him at the offensive end.
Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
To the inside. Oh, the sweet touch inside by Halliburton.
He's lighting them up. Tough to strategize a comeback when you're being run over.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. It's a 14-point game. They host the Pistons after this one. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. And so the timeout by Jordi Fernandez here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. The 2K leaderboard highlighting last season's assist leaders. In the third spot, Tyrese Halliburton.
Not a lot of guys had better vision on the floor than him. He was able to see passing lanes and ready shooters no one else could.
Thomas outside. There's the drive, and he jams it home with authority.
At 6'4", 210, Thomas is a big guard coming down the lane.
Well, Grant, for a late first-round pick, Cam Thomas is a certified bucket.
Yeah, B.A., he's got every shot in the book. And he's still rounding out the other aspects of his game. But if you need to score, that he can provide.
Nets trail by 14. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Thomas outside. Pass to Dimon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's his first miss of the game. Now 9 for 10. Indiana leading by 14. Here's Halliburton. Oh, he can't miss. 8 for 8 after that shot.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Thomas for 3. Fires in the triple. Thomas has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And Thomas right there just did a great job making himself available, getting to his spot, ready to fire.
Right side Mathurin. Pulls it. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Matherin's got 10.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assist.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Three-pointer Mathurin. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you, B.A. Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 prospect in his high school class, and he said, growing up, basketball was easy for me. It was like, say, going up an elevator. But after my injuries, it's like climbing the stairs. It's like I'm walking in my purpose through this, more than if everything had just been smooth. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie. Nets trail by 19. There's a minute 17 left in the third quarter. Dimon, that's good. Dimon's got 23.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So both teams changing it up here. .111 left in the third quarter. McConnell outside. There's the triple. Drills it from deep. McConnell's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here. Yeah, no question about it. I mean, they're looking to battle back. That's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Jackson, pass to Huff. Kicks it out to Jackson. Let's go with a 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And stolen by Nembhard. Toppin with it. Guarded now by Williams. Poke loose. Count it. Toppin's got his second bucket of the night.
That's exactly where Toppin wants to attack you. Inside at close range.
Surratt for 3. Brooklyn, no good that time either. With 2 seconds left. Tyrese Halliburton getting it done for Indiana. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. Back after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for the Nets as we get the fourth quarter going. They've got Terrence Mann. Williams is out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Surratt, and it's Sharp in at the center, locking down the middle. And Brooklyn has possession after Indiana picked up the 3 with their last shot. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Surratt.
That was just a bad pass. There's no other way to describe it. It happens, but that was bad.
Shepard, he's checked in for Indiana. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Oh, good.
Well, you know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
On the wing, Porter. Sharp finds Porter. Down low. And Sharp the bucket on the assist by Williams.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Pass to Huff. Back to McConnell. Here's the three. Counted from distance.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Brooklyn has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Now Porter. There's the three. Hits a three-pointer.
Fun watching Porter Jr. come right back with his own three. Love that competitive spirit.
The Pacers have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. And here's Toppin from the arc. Another three for Indiana.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Brooklyn has gotten 7 of 12 three-point attempts to fall. Pass to Saraf. Inside. Here's Sharp. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Toppin passes to Huff. Back to Toppin. Over Porter. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
And that one's good, man.
Assisted by Saraf.
All right, so let's say we give you a carte blanche, Clark. Make you Adam Silver for a day. What's one game rule you change?
You know, I kind of like what the WNBA does in regards to the reset timeout, BA. Allow you to advance the ball without huddling up like a normal timeout. I really think it helps the end of the game move a little better.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
The Pacers have gotten 5 of 6 shots to go in the fourth. Nembhard outside. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
And here's Porter outside. The shot won't fall.
I think adrenaline was a factor there. He wanted to hit that answer three so badly.
Here's Toppin. Lays it up and banks it in.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Saraf, and he banks in the layup.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Pacers.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
Yeah, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of Game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in Game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Tyrese Haliburton.
He didn't miss out on much of the action tonight. He was magnetized to the ball and did everything he could to contribute for his team on both ends of the floor.
Out to the right wing. McConnell outside. The 3-ball. The rebound by Mann. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. With the crossover, and it's laid up and in by Williams.
And the advantage he has is obvious. It's clear. I mean, just taking what the defense gives him there.
Pass to Shepard. Porter against Toppin. McConnell from outside. The shot no good. Here's Saraf. And so it's the Pacers taking care of business in this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game. Tyrese Haliburton